Hello there everybody. A special hello for those of you special people who love traveling. You know, we have always talked to you in this program, Iran Travel Guide, about the wonderfuls of Iran. You know, wherever you go in Iran, you will have this opportunity to see the different variety of everything, climatical varieties, or even situational or location from south, west, east, and west. You know, sometime in some places that you probably visit snowing or raining, easily you can travel to another part of Iran, which is probably sunshine and easy to relax by the beaches. And this time we are with you from a very beautiful island in Iran called Kish. This beautiful island, Kish, is located about 300 kilometers from the last southern city, Bandar Abbas, just 300 kilometers in the heart of the Persian Gulf, and also about 200 kilometers away from Dubai. It is just between the way from Bandar Abbas to Dubai. About probably 20 minutes to Dubai and probably 30 minutes to Bandar Abbas. This pleasant weather in Kish gives you the opportunity, and the location, which is so close to the cities, can give you the opportunity to come here even on the weekends. Just take your Hi there everybody. You're following us with Iran Travel Guide and with traveling through Iran. This time we came a little bit away from Tehran, about 30 kilometers west of Tehran. There is a city called Karaj. And from Karaj to the place that we are heading right now, which is Chalus, is about 160 kilometers. A very beautiful and winding road. But before that, I have to mention that, I said many times, Iran has a diversity of climate and weather. And this diversity of climate and weather gives this privilege to Iranian to have different places and different situations of weather, climate, or even the sceneries. This place that we call going to Chalus is a winding road that goes through a beautiful city. But a part of any traveling can be the road and driving. And this driving and the road gives this opportunity to you that enjoy the nature and enjoy even the situation of any country. And this Chalus is not an exception. It's wonderful, it's beautiful. It goes through the mountain, and right now where I'm sitting, behind me you can notice a great dam. It's called Karaj Dam or Amir Kabir Dam, which gives to this situation, to this climate, or to this beautiful place a very good privilege to have green areas, wonderful weather, and beautiful sceneries. And while we're driving through this road, we're going to see many small villages, and each village has its own characteristics. And in this trip, you're going to be following us, and with this trip are going to visit some of these villages, which gives us great attraction and charming. So be with us and follow us. Hello once again, we are on our way to Chalus. As I told you, Chalus is a winding road full of beauties, full of beauty of the nature and everything that you can imagine. Definitely when you come to Iran, don't forget to come to Chalus and visit this road, Chalus Road. And it's interesting that on our way to Chalus, we met a lady who was bicycling through the Chalus. And here we stopped her to have a little bit chatting with her and see how is she feeling about it. خیلی متشکرم که پذیرفتید با ما صحبت کنید. ممکنه بفرمایید که شما شغلتون چیه و این جاده رو چند وقت میری میاین یا کلا چند وقت دوچرخه سواری میکنید؟
من پرستارم، به عبارتی نرس هستم. تقریبا میشه گفت 10 ساله که ورزش میکنم مرتباً، 10 ساله که دوچرخه سواری میکنم، 5 ساله که دوچرخه سوار حرفه‌ای هستم. عرضم بزرگتون که در حین که من مرخصی میگیرم یا آف هستم، کار ندارم، با دوچرخه خودم از کرج حرکت میکنم. منزلم کرجه. تا میام به طرف چالوس.
Very good. She's saying that she's a nurse, actually. She's a nurse, that's a professional nurse. And she has 2 days off during the week. And these two days a week, she rides a bicycle from Khaleej to Chalus, which is about 160 kilometers, twice a week. Can you imagine? Twice a week for a lady who comes from Khaleej to Chalus. And she's been riding a bicycle for about 10 years, and she's having the bicycle for more than 5 years professionally. ممکن لطفاً برای ما بگید که شما چند وقته که این راه رو میرید و تو این راه واقعا چه احساسی دارید؟ تو این طبیعت به این زیبایی این راه رو 2 روز در هفته میرید؟
من جاده چالوس رو دوست دارم چون علاقه به جاده چالوس دارم و دوچرخه سواری از ورزش مورد علاقه منه. این راه رو با دوچرخه میرم.
That's interesting. She says since she loves the nature and she loves bicycling, especially she says she loves Chalus. You know, Chalus is really lovely. She's not the only one who says I love Chalus. Everyone who travels through Chalus would definitely love this road and riding. خب میشه بگید آیا تا حالا تجربه ای از برف و بارون هم داشتین تو این راه؟
بله، بارون. تجربه از بارون دارم. متاسفانه وقتی بارون میاد مجبورم برگردم یا وایسم یه جا پناه برم تا بارون قطع بشه.
It's interesting. She says she's even riding the bicycle through snow and even rain. But sometimes it is hard to go through the rain, so she has to come back and stop riding. چیز دیگه دوست دارید بگید برای کسایی که عاشق ورزش هستن، مخصوصا کسایی که دوست دارن طبیعت رو توی چالوس حتی تاچ کنن، لمسش کنن؟ من
سفارش میکنم به همه دوستای کوهنوردم که دوچرخه سواری در کنار کوهنوردی داشته باشن. من چون خودم کوهنورد هستم لازمه هر ورزش دیگه‌ای دوچرخه سواری هستش.
Okay, she's mentioning she's not only riding a bicycle or bike rider, she's also a mountain climber. Especially those who love riding a bicycle try to mix this sport with going to the mountains and mountaining. خیلی متشکرم از شما که دعوت ما رو پذیرفتین و امیدوارم که سفر سلامت و سیفی داشته باشید. Thank you for all you watching us and you're following us. Don't forget we're going to Chalus. Follow us. I'm going to show you this beautiful winding road of Chalus. Well, once again we are together. We're traveling around Iran. But this time we are out of the capital, Tehran, about 3 hours driving away to the south of Iran. We get to the unsung gem, we call it Kashan. Kashan is an interesting and unique place in the desert. In Kashan you can see many meticulously restored and renovated buildings. And one of the most interesting and attractive sites in Kashan is the Fin, Garden of Fin. This garden, like many other gardens in Iran, play a very important role in the culture and history of Iran. Especially this garden, which is so unique because of the spring water that is coming from behind the building from many pools. It is just so natural that comes out of the ground and is pouring all the way down to the garden that you can see behind me. And this water and the trees that you can see around me gives life to all this place and other places around us. And this garden, like many other gardens in Iran, plays an important role for poets, for other people, even for the residents of Iran, who they get tired of the hectic life of a day. They come out of their houses, especially in the afternoons. They stay here and enjoy the nature and the lovely views of this place. Together today, we're going to watch some of the interesting places around this garden. So stay with us and follow us. Well, we're still here in the middle of the Garden of Fin, the very famous garden. As I said, Kashan has always been the settlement, human settlements for human from the 4th millennium BC. And the role of this garden or the water in Kashan or any other places which are in the middle of the desert play a very vital role in the human life, not only in the life but also the culture and the style of their living. In this garden, as you can see, behind me you can see different kind of pools. It starts from the small pools to the longer ones, and the water is always flowing through these springs and also jetties here, small jetties. And the role of this garden, I would like to mention, it is very important in the life of people. Not only the people, but also those who would like to write a few lines as writers, or poets who would like to say some small poems. This is a place for them. Especially the role of the tall trees and the shade that gives to the surrounding is very calm and very tranquilizer. As you can see, it is made of many different parts, especially some buildings. That inside the buildings you can see the small pools and this sound of the water that gives you a very special feelings. And I have to mention that this place has not only been a place for a recreation center or even entertainment. It is a place for spending a very calm and nice afternoon for those people who are tired of the hustle and bustle of the city and the hectic life. Be with us and follow us because we're going to show you some other places from this beautiful garden.